My brother sold my stuff while I was in the ICU and even stole the farm deed. Called it cleanup. He did it with the biggest balls, didn't think twice. When I got the news, it felt like all my hard work went down the drain. But I played along, let him think he was winning. One thing I knew for sure, this wasn't staying like that. Just another day at the farm. March 27th, sun blazing down on the Pensacola Bahia grass pasture. Smell of damp soil mixed with the distant hum of the tractor. I remember it 'cause Roy, my foreman, called the hospital while I was still recovering in the room, a day after getting moved from ICU. "Mrs. Houston, glad you're awake. Your brother Wade's been showing up nonstop, poking through papers, selling off equipment. Things get weird whenever he rolls in." I'm Diana Houston, 38, owner of these 52 acres I inherited from my grandparents and turned into a real moneymaker. Pensacola Bahia grass, organic seeds for the seasonal agritourism tours. Back then, Wade, my older brother, 40, out-of-work construction manager, used to mock, "What do you need all that land for? It's going to turn into armadillo heaven?" But once I turned that dirt into dollars, his eyes changed, and so did his talk. "Now you're sitting pretty on the cash." Wasn't a compliment, pure envy. I could tell he wanted what was mine. But I never thought he'd break into my house while I was in a coma at Baptist Hospital after the quad bike wreck. Roy Ellis, a fella in his 50s, loyal foreman with calloused hands and a sharp eye, saw it all. Wade, auctioning off tractors and harvesters for 45 grand at the local sale, stuffing documents under his arm. Turns out, that was my deed, the one he forged for his name in Escambia County. It hit me at the lowest point of my life, but I didn't let it break me. Right then, I saw my grandparents' legacy turn into a weapon against me. If you've ever been stabbed in the back by someone close or family, you get what I'm talking about, so hit that like. It'll help get this story to more folks who need to hear it. Those first days out of the hospital, everything hit like a Florida thunderstorm, sudden, heavy, and leaving mud everywhere. I drove back to the farm slow, hands tight on the wheel, the empty pastures staring back like they knew what was gone. Roy met me at the gate, his truck idling with that familiar diesel rattle. "Diana, been waiting on you," he said, tipping his hat, voice low like he was holding back a storm himself. "Wade's been here damn near every day since your accident. Sold the big John Deere first, then the harvester. Folks at the auction said he talked it up like it was his to clear out." We walked the equipment shed together, boots crunching gravel, the sun baking the metal skeletons left behind. Empty bays where the tractors sat, oil stains fresh on the concrete. He'd even hauled off the seed drill I bought last season. "He called it cleanup for the family legacy," Roy added, shaking his head. "Told the hands you were too out of it to run things right. They didn't know what to do." I stood there, feeling the heat rise in my chest, that slow burn of seeing your own blood turn on you. Wade had always eyed the place, dropping hints over Sunday dinners back home. "You need help managing all this, sis. But this? Raiding while I fought for breath in ICU? It stuck like sand in your teeth after a beach day." Later, checking the farm account on my phone, the numbers glared back. 45K wired out. Auction fees deducted. My stomach dropped. Roy glanced over. He was carrying that thick folder last time, stuff from your office safe. That's when the real gut punch landed. The deed. Our grandparents' land, signed over like trash. I paused by the barn, the weight settling in, but nodded to Roy. "Thanks for holding it down." No yelling, no tears. Just that quiet fire building. Wade thought he was slick, but Florida dirt, don't forget. Nights blurred after that, me pacing the farmhouse kitchen under the hum of the AC, coffee going cold while I pieced it together. Wade's truck tracks still fresh in the driveway gravel, like he'd parked bold as brass. No shame. Next morning, I fired up the laptop, Escambia County records site glitchy as a backroad server. There it was. Deed flipped to his name, notarized 2 days into my coma at some fly-by-night notary on Palafox Street in Pensacola. Signature scanned sloppy, date off by hours. My hands shook a bit printing it out. That sharp twist in my gut when family draws first blood over grandparents' sweat. Called Roy right over, spread the papers on Granddaddy's carved oak table. "Take a look at this," I said, sliding the deed his way. He squinted close, rubbing his stubbled jaw slow. "That's supposed to be you, but it ain't. Pressure's all wrong, like he traced it off a light box." Paused, eyes narrowing. "Remember when we were kids? He forged Pawpaw's check for beer money. Same shaky loop on the D." We pored over bank statements next. Teller had emailed them overnight. "Auction deposit hit his account direct, $45K minus fees," I muttered. Roy nodded. "No call to you, no nothing. He told the hands, 'Diana's laid up, can't run this right. I'm saving the family name.' They just stood there, hats in hand. Drove to the bank that afternoon, teller behind bulletproof glass pulling more details. He came in person, flashed a copy of that deed, she said quietly, glancing around. "Y'all better lawyer up fast. Word's getting around the co-op." Back home, Wade's text buzzed in. "Heard you're home. Cleaned up junk so you rest easy. Legacy's safe now." No sorry, just that fake sweet southern charm. Sat on the porch swing as cicadas fired up their racket, rocking slow in the thick air, betrayal sinking like humidity after a squall. He'd played me for a country bumpkin, but those cracks in his hustle? Starting to spiderweb. Florida justice don't play, and mine was fixin' to boil over. That text from Wade sat unread on my phone for a day, burning a hole while I drove to meet Shelby Knox, Roy's girlfriend and the sharpest real estate lawyer this side of the bay. Her office off 9 Mile Road smelled like strong coffee and aged law books, ceiling fan slicing the humid air lazy. Shelby leaned back in her creaky chair, scanning the deed printout under desk lamp glow, glasses slipping low. "Forged sloppy as gator tracks in mud," she said flatly, tapping the shaky ink with a pen. "Notary's a known hack on Palafox. I'll subpoena his digital logs and security cam right away. Deed fraud here's second-degree felony, up to 15 years when value tops 100K. She slid a yellow legal pad across, scribbling notes. "Your farm assesses at 750K minimum with agro-tourism revenue and seed sales." Roy stood sentinel by the door, arms crossed over his faded work shirt. "Wade was crowing to the hands yesterday afternoon," he added low, shifting boots on the worn carpet. Shelby's lip curled slight. "Textbook grift. We file quiet title action first to block any sale, then criminal referral to the DA. Sheriff's Civil Division loves these with blockchain trails on county registry. Escambia's system logs every edit. We mapped it step by step. Subpoenas for bank wires and auction buyer affidavits, notary footage timestamps, even Wade's truck logs from farm cams. My throat tightened hearing it all laid bare, that dull churn of rage blending with the room's AC chill. He'd twisted our bloodline into his personal ladder. "What's the timeline?" I asked, voice steady but fingers drumming the armrest. "Prelim injunction freezes his assets tomorrow," Shelby replied crisp, stacking papers. "Full deed reversal in 60-90 days if we push." Dusk fell heavy on the drive back. Panhandle sky bruising purple, Spanish moss swaying on oaks lining the highway. Wade's call buzzed insistent. "Sis, you all right? Word around the co-op is you're snoopin'." Voice smooth as cane syrup over gravel fatigue. "Just handlin' loose ends for the farm," he added casual. I breathed even into the phone. "Careful what you touch next, Wade." Click. Silence louder than thunder. Eased the truck into the farmyard as distant lightning flickered over the gulf, air thick with ozone promise. Cicadas droned ramp up, betrayal clinging like dew on Bahia grass. Those forged lines in the deed? Unraveling slow but sure as a panhandle squall. Court filing hit the next week like a hammer on nails. Shelby's motion landed on the Escambia clerk's desk Monday dawn, freezing Wade's grab cold. I watched from the farm office, laptop open to the docket, coffee mug steaming as the PDF stamped filed. Roy stopped by mid-morning, toolbox in hand fixing a gate latch. "Heard from the boys at the auction yard," he said, wiping sweat with a rag. "Wade tried listing the seed drill last week, but they stalled when he flashed the deed. Said it looked off." Nodded toward my screen. "Sheriff serve him today?" Shelby called by noon, line crackling faint. "Injunction granted," she said quick, papers rustling background. "Judge saw the forgery flags, notaries recanting already. Says Wade pressured him with cash. Your $45K auction proceeds? Frozen in his account pending restitution." A beat. But heads up, he lawyered up cheap, some ambulance chaser from Mobile. Wants a meet. That churned in my gut all afternoon, weeding rows under blister sun, bahia grass whispering against gloves. Wade's truck rumbled up at dusk, him stepping out cocky in his work boots, folder under arm like nothing. "Diana, this nonsense," he called, voice carrying over the pasture. "Family fightin' over dirt? Let's talk real." I straightened slow, hoe in hand, dirt caking my jeans. "Talk? After stealin' while I lay dyin'?" He shrugged, that bless-your-heart grin. "Clean up, sis. You were gone, place rotten." Roy watched from the barn, silent as oak. Wade leaned closer. "Deeds mine fair. Grandparents wanted a man runnin' it." Heat flushed my face for a second, that old sibling sting sharp, but I held the hoe steady. "Fair? See the sheriff's papers yet?" His grin slipped just a hair. Drove off muttering as stars pricked the sky. Wade thought he could waltz in and claim what blood built, like greed erases decades of dirt under nails. What happens when family betrayal meets cold law? Subscribe and let that sink in. Sheriff's cruiser rolled up 2 days later, lights off but unmistakable, kicking dust across the front acre as I unloaded seed pallets from the truck. Deputy Ramirez stepped out first, badge glinting, followed by a uniform with papers in hand. They'd served Wade at his trailer off Mobile Highway that morning. Injunction plus fraud complaint, full kit. "Ma'am," Ramirez said even, hat in hand, "your brother's detained for questioning. Notary flipped complete. Video shows him coachin' the signature. DA's billed in grand theft, too. Over the 100K threshold with farm equity." I nodded slow, wiping sweat from my brow, the weight lifting a fraction like shedding wet coveralls. Roy pulled up in his F-150 right then, leaning out the window. Heard the call on the scanner. Wade lawyered up quick, but notary's singin'. Said Wade waived $2K cash and a family emergency story. Inside the kitchen, Shelby patched in on speaker. "Blockchain audit confirmed the timestamp tamper on county records," she explained rapid. "Wade accessed the portal day before your accident. IP traces to his phone. Restitution motion files tomorrow. Auction buyers get refunded. He eats the loss." That night, Wade called from holding, voice crackling through the jail line. "Diana, this is bullshit," he barked desperate. "Help me out here. We're blood." I gripped the receiver. Blood don't mean license to loot. Hung up as his curses cut static. Lay awake later, ceiling fan thumping steady, mind turning over the wreckage. Invasia festering years, exploding when I was down. But cracks in his con were widening, truth seeping like spring rain. The farm felt steadier already, roots deep in that panhandle clay. 2 days after Wade's porch bluff and Shelby's injunction grant, deposition day broke muggy, her Palafox conference room humming tension. Court reporter testing stenotype clicks sharp, AC straining humid creep. Wade shuffled in cheap suit hanging, cuffs flashed brief under sleeves. Mobile lawyer clutching notepad salvation-like. Shelby launched post-oath, voice plowblade keen. "Detail involvement Houston Farms post-Diana's March 16th accident," she said. Wade throat-cleared counsel glance. "Step and help. Diana laid bad, no manage." Auction receipts glided table slow. "Via 45K equipment your account?" Lawyer barked. "Leading objection." Video judge. "Overruled. Answer." Wade mumbled. "Temp fix, square later." Roy video-fed farmsteady, Bahia grass blur behind. Hauled John Deere March 19th personal, even. Said direct, zip Roy, family, she'll thank feedback. Hands spooked, asked me. Wade jaw clenched, room audible, cool fracturing sunbaked. Notary mopped brow chill, handkerchief trembling. Frantic March 18th, sister ICU dyin', deed inheritance quick, pitched. Envelope 2K counter under. Grainy vid timestamp clear. Wade elbow lean, cash vanish, notary door glance twice. My sworn Bible hand steady, heart rib thump voice calm. Quad haze ICU beep fade, Roy call empty yawns deed midnight shock. Watched clear plug build kids tour nothin', firm Wade stare. Stripped tubes breath fight. Eyes denial trap twitch. 3 p.m. adjourn, Shelby truck rain patter lot. Tick tight, ignition wiper slap. Notary seal fraud IP blockchain pre-accident. Plea trial restitution years. Drove downpour wiper battle, mind Wade slip, greed simmer jab BBQ thrive dry gigs. Gate pull thunder gulf Roy porch towel. Wade lock silence scales tip clay root deep lies. Plea hearing week after depot. Pensacola courthouse deputies shuffle locals Mill Bay salt vending coffee bitter hall tile echo. Shelby cramped side room transcript flip highlighter Wade evasion notary blockchain stamp. DA 8 suspended 5 full restitution up front. Coffee stir tap metronome. Vid testimony IP guideline max. Forgery second degree 15 cap theft first 100K plus 750K farm equity. Nod stack exhibit tower. Coma timeline opportunist grift judge eat betrayal family. Stomach not bailing wire farm ledger single thread future dangle. Courtroom sparse charge tense. Wade hunch defense fluorescent pale mobile lawyer frantic ear whisper coffee heavy breath. Gavel crack order DA briefcase oak smooth rise. Sibling crisis exploit personal gain. Forged deed 750K equity auction. 45K heavy coma. Induced profane blood breach. Shelby crossfire trailer buddy nervous tie seat edge squirm. Cash envelope notary exchange March 18th observed. Family yeah, but felony aid after Florida 777 new fake facsimile assist? Wade stand reluctant oath voice slight crack. Diana panicked legacy save thought rotting unmanaged. Pleading eyes aisle cross desperate. Held gaze stone unflinch burn throat quick bank deliberate. Reunion shade year tally invisible tour expansion seed sale thrive construction gig dry loss stack. Judge recess short deliberation air thick pre-squall heavy expectant. Verdict afternoon late hammer drop. Guilty forgery second felony grand theft first. 12 Florida State Pen min 8 serve 200K restitution asset. Immediate seize farm deed reverse pristine registry. Wade head slow drop cuff fresh click bailiff firm. Outside Roy F-150 curb idle gravel dust turn engine. Justice slow rolls shore. Sunset drive pasture guild golden weight. Shoulder ease storm scour sky blue clear. State climb steep restitution claw bank Leon. Wade appeal shadow county line stretch long. Bahia grass wave. Gulf wind. Defiant root anchor. Panhandle clay unyielding deep grip hold. Restitution war post verdict full throttle. Shelby leans crashing Wade double-wide trailer. Mobile highway F-250. Rust bed bank accounts empty. Escambia clerk stamps. Frenzy hall echo appeals mud drag slow molasses. Farm tentative normal fragile sod. Roy Foreman cadence spring seed. Drill hands. Scythe Bahia grass uniform. Carpet roll. Panhandle sun endless. Agrotourism ledger. Bounce families. Kids. Book lamb. Pet grass. Cycle lore. Demo, plot soak, hands-on. Wade, sleazy chaser lawyer. Desperate neutral Bayfront Waffle House booth. Vinyl crack sticky syrup, spill decade, grease veil. Eternal pancake, griddle sizzle, fluorescent buzz harsh. 50K cash kill restitution beast good. Quick offer mouth napkin, dab, tie, slack, crooked. Shelby booth opposite, cool bay, breeze, coffee, black steam, slow. Statute 200K, full DA tax, perjury depot, lies stack high. Wade, huddle corner, booth fork, chase egg untouched, congeal cold sad plate, eye flicker corner, rat glint, bluff crack first. Roy text knife sharp meal buzz, Harvester buyer roar refund auction suit loom payroll hands growl low funds tight release choke hold. Harsh stakes ratchet vicious domino spook buyers panic seed supplier dunning call pile late invoice desk corner avalanche threaten cutoff sharp. Wade voice rupture gravel low thick edge palm table slap soft thud. Diana blood sake cut break keel even. Silence syrup thick heavy fog roll. Coma raid broke bond first. Measured even tone hold firm. Plate shove back rise syrup dribble floor trail. Glare sear back hole walk sidewalk dissolve slow deliberate. Storm cloud mass deliberate gulf lip lightning vein silent distant. Drive home real monolith stakes crush ready. Trailer eviction repo truck widow ant collateral beg mobile debt snow berry deep plea desperate. Shelby voicemail ping arrival sharp. Seize order court green next week farm title scrub. Pristine buyers reimbursed he swallow bitter loss pill choke. A gate latch dusk click soft. Roy porch rocker creak slow coffee steam curl twilight mist breath visible cool. Squirm proper yet true. Nod subtle vice lock. Corner tight now full. Pressure cooker flip his camp complete my dirt gale stand firm. Clay fist grip. Unshakable justice tide swell slow inexorable crush. Deliberate. The sea's day dawned with that crisp, panhandle blue sky mocking the storm tease from yesterday. 2 sheriff cruisers rolling up the gravel driveway with a crunch just as early light hit. Roy signaling the hands to retreat safe to the barn perimeter while watching close. Shelby Knox pulled up sharp in her suit at 44, clipboard in hand. Marshal and deputy flanking her move like clockwork, precise no waste. Wade's double-wide trailer off Mobile Highway got repoed pre-dawn with cruiser lights flashing quiet. So neighbors just twitched curtains in sleepy peak. His F-250 flatbed hooked and towed off with low rumble to the bank claim. Flat gone horizon dust plume, thin. Auction restitution started flowing steady build momentum. Harvester buyer got his check deposit with a grin wide as the bay. Seed drill funds hit payroll for hands. Friday bonus envelopes fat and smile, hand clap relief wash face tired. Agro-tourism hit Saturday peak. Lot crammed families kids wide eye on the Bahia grass field tractor demo purring smooth roll crowd circle. Ooh ah grass. Plug handout kid fingers sticky green. Wade strutted uninvited from pasture edge. Bold as brass deed bulge pocket puff chest bluff. Loud enough turn head. Still mine sis, appeal filed sign over clean family sake call it. Tension hung air knife edge crowd oblivious chatter, swell tour guide script pause awkward glance my way quick. Sheriff Ramirez unmarked cruiser rolled deliberate pasture rim, siren short whoop light bar strobe, explode sudden sky slice. Deputies flanked Wade, rapid cuff steel bite click tourist phone vid swarm gasp ripple wave. What's going down here? Escambia County arrest warrant forgery grand theft. Ramirez badge boom announce voice carry firm. No argue room. Wade bucked wild arm flail. Family dispute let go my land right. Cruiser door slam drag dust kick lot cheer erupt spontaneous viral vid phone pan crowd. Spread instant social wildfire bay wide. Court final rubber stamp week later. Ironclad seal. Deed reverted mine pristine scrubbed registry clean. 15 years state pen forgery second-degree felony, +5 stacked theft third concurrent minimum serve 10 hard, 15K fines prorated asset strip full, family property ban lifetime perpetual no loophole. Restitution 200K wired complete farm coffers swell floodgate open organic seed barn expansion tour, pod cluster new visitor center gleam blueprint turn dirt reality shovel first. Roy Shelby, full cosign partner, Ops Lila, legal shield, future ironclad contract bind tight. Empire Rose, Phoenix, majestic ash. Bahia Grass, lush record tour, bus full seed export line humming nonstop, grandparents' legacy, reclaimed forge, hurricane proof, stronger roots deep. Family betrayal creeps like slow poison vein deep, but justice cuts blade surgical clean slice final. Tell me, what line did you draw with your own family betrayal? Comment your take below. Share with a friend carrying that same quiet ache. Thanks for hearing the truth out.